Now, but something particularly got my attention when you were talking. You talked about we have your strategies and means of engagement. You said that there. Now, I want to find out, what are the processes or chains of communication before the real action? You know, we have consultation and then maybe communication and confrontation. Maybe we have three. For instance, we talk to the government, and then from there, maybe you said, okay, we say, okay, we can reason. If we can't reason, okay, can we talk? If we can't talk, then this is what we are going to do. But in respect to TUC and NLC, what is the chain of stages of communication before it gets to protest?
The labor law states it very clearly. First, you declare a dispute. Dispute does not mean fight. You raise concerns. When you raise concern, you invite the government will definitely invite you, or you make them invite you to listen. And you go with facts and figures. Sir, this is the situation. Our workers are saying, this is what we feel should be done. Yeah. Let's discuss. We'll start talking. When negotiations, we now engage what we call collective bargaining negotiations. We go into negotiations, we negotiate. When it fails, we refuse to agree. Then we go to the next stage. We must have to go forward. If we cannot agree on the round table, then that is when you now hear the labor unions talk of ultimatum. Before they give that ultimatum, we have been discussing a lot of, so, and you see that each time we give ultimatum, you see government coming up to say, let's discuss again, because it's been on. Then we're not looking at figures, facts, or when they refuse to listen to us, we say, we raise an issue, and you say, I don't have time to listen to you, or say, okay, I will look at it, and you are not looking at it, we'll not give ultimatum. Ultimatum is allowed by law for a certain number of days. If you don't listen to us, we will do this. There are so many things we can do. Strike is the last. Protest is one of the last, that is public protest. But there are so many things we can do to get the employer to listen to us. And it's not good we say all of them because we'll be using them. But the fact is that there are stages and you must follow the law. The law permits you to do this, to do this, to do this before you get to this. And the employers of labor know. Each time you serve them an ultimatum, they know the implication, they come, we discuss. They will not say, okay, suspend this while we do this. And one thing Nigerians must understand is that it is not when you go to negotiate that you must get everything you ask for. That is why it's called negotiation. That's why it's called collective bargaining. If I go with 10 issues and I get 4 or 5, I have tried. We push the other ones forward. We find another way of breaking them up. There must always be issues because the economy is bad. This insecurity, the situation is bad. You also look at the argument from the other end and see where we can meet halfway. So, like there's a proverb in my place that says that if a man goes to war and kills a dog of war that he has tried, if he had the opportunity, he would have killed a human being. Who killed a dog has tried. So when we go to negotiate, we also go with everything to the table. They also bring everything to the table, and we look at it, facts and figures, and we know what is possible. Because there is no point you holding on to what the other person cannot do. I didn't say will not. Cannot do. You meet a break where you know it is not possible, and you say you must do it. It's not possible now.
That's true.
So we must agree on what is possible for the welfare of Nigerians, and we go ahead.
Okay. Now, thank you so much for that clarification. And today, I know that the millions of Nigerians who are watching today here, we have a lot of things to learn today. And just to move forward, I wish to look at everybody who is insane in Nigeria and who has been following trends in Nigeria would say that things are not where they used to be.
Yes.
The skyrocketed prices of things and then a whole lot of that. Now, why the trade union and NLC are also trying to demand from the federal government, state governments, federal or even local governments, because now they have their autonomy. So they are indeed quite a government.
Even before now, we have NWANCHUKWU in the local government.
Okay, NWANCHUKWU. Wow.
It's part of NLC.
That's lovely. Now this is where I'm trying to move, because you are the trade union chairman. Now, let's look at this. In terms of prices of things, you know, trying to look at how people don't make use, people don't misuse the regrettable, let's say, chance or situation where this has presented us. How well does trade union also try, communicating with business owners or organizations in trying to make the prices a bit reasonable, in a way that maybe workers themselves, or even those who are just common Nigerians on the street, can also see the impact of trade union congress?
I must tell you that the economic policy of a place influences prices.
Yeah.
Yes, some persons in the past have looked at it and said, why not NLC go and do price control? You go to the market and say you must sell it. But we don't look at things from that point of view. We look at the economic indices.
Okay.
Because these persons you are asking us to go and attack, to tell them to bring up prices, are also our members. They are also being protected by us. How did they get there? The economic indices is what we look at. Instead of going to the market to say you must sell milk for 10 naira instead of 15 naira, we will first look at how did the milk get to you, at what cost, the production of milk. So we deal with government policies most of the time that can bring down prices. That is why you hear us talking about petroleum pump price. If the pump price comes down, that's why you hear us talk about that recently, just a few days ago, my national president, COMRADE made a statement after our NAC meeting that federal CBN should look at how to bring naira down to at least highest 1,000 naira to $1. That will affect prices. Yeah. If government can achieve that, you don't need to go to market. Definitely it will affect prices. If we bring petroleum products, price of petrol to below 500 naira, for example, automatically the market is taken care of. But these are the things that affect this. If we solve the issue of insecurity, people can go to farm freely, produce food. There's enough food in the market. The law of demand and supply will come into play. There's more supply. The prices will go down. So these are the things we look at, not the cost in the market, because the market woman you are going to affect is also suffering. Like I told you earlier, somebody who is selling apple in the market, you say, don't sell it. This. How did he buy the apple? One, the child is also going to school. He's going to pay school fees that is high. The school take higher school fees because they have to run on diesel, they have to power, they have to produce food, give food to the people, they have to buy books, they have to buy this, they have to buy that. All this is coming into play. So we look at the government policies. That's why we're saying, government, before you make a policy, you increase this rate, you increase the rate, discuss with the people of Nigeria. Consult widely. Let's look at the economic impact of your policy. From 1st of March, if we allow the 50% increase to go now, you discover that it's going to affect the price of everything. Everything in Nigeria is dependent on data and call rates.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody owns a phone. You transact business with it. Most businesses are done online now. So the cost of those businesses will increase because the cost of talking online, the cost of data has increased. So that's why we are saying no to the 50% increase, not because we don't want to, because somebody raised an issue. He said the workers in those companies, if the company are not able to operate anymore because of the house economically, they don't increase rate, they will need to sack some workers and they are your members. Yes, they are your members. But also, look at the fact too, that the general public will suffer. So we can do it in a way that it does not kill the people. Definitely there must be effect. And the effect is going to be on the small things we buy, whether we like it or not.